I would be recording this on my computer, like I usually did last year, but I lost my little pluggy thing um, to make the headphones work. So, fuck. That being said, it's week 6 already, and yeah, my Bears finally got a win, a really good win, blowout win on prime time for Dick Butkus. So, huge win. That being said, um, well, let's get into it. And I'll probably start doing recaps later this season. I'll probably do a recap for this week. It's just early in the season. It's been very hectic for me, remodeling and starting school. So, yeah. Without further ado, though, let's begin. Thursday night football game, which is, tonight. There's no sugarcoating it. I will be rooting for the Broncos to win because losing that many times in a row to a division rival sucks. It really does. But the Chiefs are winning this, and I will say they win this 31 to I don't know, 35 to 15. Then London game on Sunday. Ooh, another London game. Great. I will not be watching that. The Titans versus the Ravens. Because it's a London game, I really don't know who to pick. Obviously, the home and away doesn't mean shit. But I'll go for the Ravens to get a bounce back win. 22 to 17. Sunday, it's the Jags versus the Colts at Tia Bank. I'm going with the Jags. I think they're coming off a big win against a good team, and they really do good against the Colts at Tia Bank Field. So give me the Jags winning this one, 30 to 20. Patriots versus the Raiders. Patriots are sitting at 1-4 after an absolute embarrassment. The Raiders are sitting at 2-3, coming off a impressive win over the Green Bay Packers. So it's like, on paper, right now, I do think the Raiders are a better team, but I just don't see the Patriots letting themselves lose after an embarrassment like that. So I think they also bounce back in an ugly game and win, 20 to 17. Okay, now for interconference games, the Dolphins. The Carolina Panthers are not going to go 0-17. I don't even think they'll go 1-16. They will win games, multiple games this year, like every other team. But this will not be one of them. I got the Miami Dolphins trouncing the Panthers 41 to 17. Then we got the Bengals versus the Seahawks. This matchup was a year ago. I definitely picked the Bengals, but honestly, I could see them winning, especially since it's at home, but Seahawks coming off a bye, I think they get a win. Give me the Seahawks. No, not 59. 29 to 17. Okay, next up, Browns versus the Niners. Coming into the season, I thought this would be a good game. And coming off a bye, maybe the Browns might surprise some people. But I just don't see them beating the Niners. But I'm not going to say it's impossible. Give me the Niners to win 27 to 17. I'll say maybe they keep it close. Texans versus the Saints. Saints are coming off one of the most dominant wins they've had in God knows how long. And the Texans are coming off, let me check the schedule. They are coming off a rough loss to the Atlanta Falcons, but before that, they won 2 blowout games straight. I think they will get that momentum back, and I say they win a close game, 23 to 20 versus the Saints. Next up, Sunday, Jets, Eagles. This is another, beginning of the season good matchup. Eagles win that one. I don't think Zach Wilson will be able to beat the Eagles, but that would be pretty fun to watch. Give me the Eagles 28-19. Giants versus the Bills. Bills are coming off a rough loss to the Jags in London. So it might be a little bit of jet lag, but that should not be an issue. Give me the Bills winning this one 36-20. Now, Monday Night Football, Chargers, Cowboys. The Cowboys got absolutely just humiliated on prime time. I think they avenged that versus a Chargers team in a high scoring game though. Give me the Cowboys winning 38-31 in a good game. Now, if the NFC matchups got the Commanders coming off a mini bye, coming off a just blowout loss to my Chicago Bears, and the Atlanta Falcons at home coming off a win versus the Houston Texans. This one's a hard one for me to predict. But I did go with the Commanders to bounce back. I think this is going to be a week of bounce backs. So I'll say they narrowly get a win. Actually, no. Let me change it up. I think the Falcons win. In a close one. Next up, the Bucks versus the Lions. It's going to be a surprisingly good matchup. I thought the Bucks would be tank contenders, but as of right now, they had their bye week relatively early, but they've started 3-1. Was it against the best opponents? Not particularly. Their wins come against the Vikings and Bears. Will have their combined 2-8, but they also blew out the Saints, which usually that's the other way around. I do think they keep it close, but I do have the Lions winning that 28-21. And then I always do my Bears last, so let's do the Cardinals versus the Rams. This is a hard one to predict, but honestly, the Cardinals, they're a bad team. We all know that. They've been blown out the last 2 games. And the Rams, they've kind of stuck in there a bit. I would not be surprised if the Cardinals win. They've been scrappy. But I'm going to give this one to the Rams in a relatively boring game, 24-20. And finally, my Chicago Bears playing the Vikings, 1-4 versus 1-4. What a barn burner. Jefferson's out. Vikings and whole are very banged up. And we're coming off momentum, coming off a mini bye. I do think this game will be close. And I wouldn't be shocked at all if we lose. It's only 1 win, so it's not like it's going to change everything. But I do think, with all the momentum on our side and key players out on the Viking side, and the fact that we got a mini bye, and the fact that it's at home, I think we win this game. I say we win 31-22. And we get up to 2-4. So that has been my picks for this week. And when I recap it, I'll just get the little plug thing so my headphones work. I can do it on the computer. And then for the rest of the weeks, I'll probably do it then on the computer. Yeah. Okay, see ya.